usual, it's time for Fan Request Friday. This week we asked what reward Jack and Mark should receive for helping Craner save Sunday. Before we get to your votes though, let's have a little look at what happened earlier on this evening, because in the Money in the Bank cash-in, Skeles and the Game MLL were attacked by a mystery masked man, costing them their tag team title shot. I said I'd get to the bottom of it, and I've come to a deal with Skeles about a future title match, and tried to come to a deal with the Game MLL, but he seems to have suspicions that it might be me under the mask, a suspicion which is a lot of people have come to, so we're going to be seeing if we can get into agreement with the Game LLL. But first of all, let's get to your votes. You can choose for them for a triple threat match for the N60, the Heroes Championship, or the tag team title match against Mr. Mister and Timmy Terror. Let's see what you voted for. You voted for the tag team championship match, which means Timmy Terror and Mr. Mister are out here again, but then again, so is the masked assailant attacking Jack and Mark before the bell. We saw this guy save the N60 the tag team championships when Skeles in the Game MLL cashed in and just delivered a low blow to JackSepticEye. Who is this guy behind the mask who seems to be working for Timmy Terror? Mr. Markiplier from behind takes another super kick, and now Jack has got the guy by the mask. Jack trying to rip the mask off of the assailant, but he just seems to be trying to fight his way out of it. Almost lost his mask and delivers another super kick on the chipper. Here comes the Game MLL. The Game MLL, whose tag team title opportunity was spoiled by this guy, and now the Game attacking Timmy Terror and Mr. Mister's masked assailant. It is all kicking off, and the tag team title match hasn't even begun. The masked man now just managing to get a right hand to the Game LLL, and JackSepticEye is giving chase to the guy behind the mask. He's legging it, and JackSepticEye is not giving up on this guy, and he's gone backstage. And oh, Timmy Terror, one half of the tag team champions. Was it a trap from the masked assailant, luring JackSepticEye in, who's been sneak attacked and sent straight through a table by Timmy Terror? And oh my days, he's got the 32 flat screen. The 32-inch flat screen. Oh man, the humanity of this. The masked guy luring JackSepticEye into the backstage area, and Timmy Terror just dealing support. And now Mr. Mister to Markiplier from behind. And with the third match in a row for the tag team champions, they are taking every shortcut possible to try and retain and try and keep hold of those tag team championships, which means so much to them, the symbol of tag team dominance in our series, as Timmy Terror now arrives from the backstage area, and now once again these two have orchestrated a 2-on-1 situation. It's very similar to when they attacked Think Noodles in the backstage area, meaning that Craner had to fight a good portion of the match on his own in the Heroes and YouTubers tournament match, and now Markiplier has got his own upward battle if he wants to gain the tag team championships. And that disgusting, mesmerising weirdo dance from Timmy Terror, and now Markiplier fighting back. That seems to have lit a fire under Markiplier, who's trying to just deliver any piece of offense that he can to Timmy Terror. Spinning discus clothesline from Mark to Timmy Terror, laying one half of the tag team champions out. And now the 7-foot sheep mask wearing man who smells of bad secrets being thrown to the outside, and oh, Markiplier, he's reached down into the depths, and he's into King of Five Nights at Freddy's boss mode. And I don't think Timmy Terror and Mr. Mister expected that Markiplier could have pulled this card from up his sleeves, or his non-existent sleeves as it were. And now Markiplier is in boss mode, and the tag team champions thought they had this one all sewn up, but Markiplier now is on one, and he's taking the fight to both Mr. Mister and Timmy Terror with the backdrop on the ring apron. Timmy Terror now climbing up to the top rope. Markiplier, though, even though he is in boss mode, still needs to keep eyes in the back of his head, because the numbers game is still very much in the favour of Timmy Terror and Mr. Mister. And even if you are in boss mode, that is still quite some mountain to climb, as we've seen how dominant the tag team champions are. But Markiplier now in boss mode, managing to wriggle out of whatever horrible thing Mr. Mister had in mind. Could be going for the brain buster here on Timmy Terror. Drops Timmy Terror right on his head. And with all that body mass, that is going to affect Timmy Terror more than it would a normal-sized YouTuber, with all of that weight coming crashing down onto the neck. That's why we see moves which have that sort of attack on the head always seem to affect Timmy Terror more than most. So immediately tags out there, and Mr. Mister now brought into things. It just runs straight at Markiplier, but it gets planted with a spine buster. And Markiplier, despite being on his own with his partner JackSepticEye, immobilised in the backstage area after being put through a TV and a table, seems to be in control of the tag team champs. On the outside now, maybe looking for the phenomenal forearm, his finishing manoeuvre, but Timmy Terror has got other plans, who's flown from one side of the top rope all the way across the ring, almost going coast to coast to try and save his partner from taking a phenomenal forearm. Mr. Mister leaping onto the outside, and uncharacteristic agility of a man of his size, leaping to the outside now and just dropping that knee into the kidneys of Markiplier. Mr. Mister and Timmy Terror, tag team championships on the line. We've already seen one title change hands on Fan Request Friday. Are we about to see a second title change? As Mr. Mister looks to be signalling for a choke slam or a last ride. And Markiplier with the enziguri now, and manages to hit the phenomenal forearm out of nowhere. Right hand to Timmy Terror. Is Markiplier back to single-handedly win the tag team championships? That's 1, 2, and we almost had new tag team champions, but Mr. Mister just kicking out before the count of 3. Markiplier he's going to have to put this one away, because the longer this match goes on, the more advantage that is going to be to the tag team champions, because there are 2 of them. There's lots of stamina there. There's just a boss mode Markiplier. So Mark is going to have to want to put this away. A nice corkscrew sent on from Mark, and now Timmy Terror, who's just sneaking into the ring. And Billy Bob Webster needs to get a hold of this match, because this is already odds stacked against Markiplier. Kick to the back of the head, and oh, this looks bad for Mark. Markamoo up for the ride. Big one-handed chokeslam from Mr. Mister, and even a boss mode Markiplier might struggle to kick out of this. That's 1, 2, and Jack is back. JackSepticEye returning from the backstage area. That's not enough to put JackSepticEye with a Septiceye punch to Mr. Mister, and the odds are back in favour of JackSepticEye, and Markiplier may even more in their favour, with Markiplier being in boss mode. Markiplier tagging in Jack, who might have just been having a cheeky little snooze backstage, getting himself back into fighting condition, and now hits Mr. Mister with a moonsault. Right hand to Timmy Terror, knocking him off the ring apron. Went for that jumping elbow drop, but Mr. Mister just managing to get the knees up. And now JackSepticEye, how much damage did being smacked on the head with a flat screen TV do? But it looks like that Jack is still full of fire. Hits Mr. Mister down with a stiff clothesline, and now looks to be setting Mr. Mister up for the jackhammer. JackSepticEye's finishing manoeuvre. He's got Mr. Mister hoisted up, and he slams him down with the jackhammer. Leg is hooked. That's 2. And oh, I thought that was 3 then. I thought that was 3. But Timmy Terror just managing to break up the pinfall. And now we look, Timmy Terror's gone mad. Timmy Terror has lost his head. He's just sweating. Well, we already knew he'd lost his head, but now he's just swinging, and whatever moves usually means bad things for Billy Bob Webster, who we've seen more often than not getting taken out in these matches. Oh wait, hang on, JackSepticEye going for the ride here. Mr. Mister looking for his finishing manoeuvre. JackSepticEye planted with the last ride. And now Mr. Mister tagging in Timmy Terror. Could this just be one stretch too far for the tag team champs? Sidewalk slam to Markiplier. And Timmy Terror now with sucker punched by JackSepticEye. Fighting back now. Timmy Terror with the advantage. Super kick. Sending JackSepticEye off the ropes. And could be looking for little Timmy. Oh no, we've seen this before. Timmy Terror's boss mode form. The Psycho Butcher, the Armoured Butcher, and this is bad news for JackSepticEye. We saw a taster of this in the N80K subscriber celebration. JackSepticEye planted with the little Timmy. Markiplier thrown off the apron, and Mr. Mister's got Markiplier occupied on the outside of the ring. And what is Butcher mode Timmy Terror looking for here? JackSepticEye in a whole world of trouble, and oh my days, JackSepticEye has been put through the ring. The ring is just exploded on impact. The psycho armoured butcher of Timmy Terror. The referee's going to have to make a decision here because this match can't continue. There's no ring. And referee Billy Bob Webster, who seems to be unconscious, he could be dead. Everybody could be dead. But it looks like the decision has gone to the tag team champions by total knockout after destroying Jacksepticeye in the middle of the ring. And the tag team champions just managed to retain on Fan Request Friday. Guys, drop a like if you enjoyed the match. I do know who's going to be challenging Mr. and Timmy Terror in our main event at N60 Mania, whatever we're going to call the season finale series of episodes. Grundy will be challenging Timmy Terror and Mr. for the tag team championships, and something's going to be happening with that masked dude as well. Whoever he is, speculation carrying on in the comments, please, on who you think that masked guy is. See you for the next video, guys.